I originally started trying to get a biology degree, and as part of biology you have to take chemistry, and I got into chemistry and I started really getting into it, and I just fell in love with it and the way that it worked together, and I got a love out of that I never would have imagined. If I can make it work, I'd really like to be able to work with the EPA or something similar where I can help with the environment and be able to contribute in whatever ways I possibly can, and also in an area where I'll be given a chance. I really want to be in the lab, but I think that scares a lot of people. I lost my vision about 3 years ago. I had not been able to see out of my right eye already. My thought process had been, well, I probably need new glasses. I think my prescription has changed. At the time, I didn't have money to get new glasses anyway, so I just was like, okay, figure it out. And that's what I was doing. I've really worked on figuring out techniques to be in the lab, and if people just give me a chance, or other blind people a chance, it's you'd be amazed. We're problem solvers by nature. We have to, it's how we get around our world, and so I apply that in the lab just like I do in real life, and I think that if I can get people to accept that I can do that and the word starts spreading, I think it'll open up more doors, and then more blind people will become interested in STEM because they won't have as many barriers either.
Charis was in my wetlands class in the fall, and during the class I just mentioned that I was looking for some students who'd be interested in working with me in the spring, and she expressed an interest, and really from there we worked together to try to figure out how to make it work for her, and she did a lot of that work. This summer, Charis and I are actually going to write a paper together about our experience and how we kind of developed strategies to help her be successful and get to do things that she really wants to do.
I'm taking 3 classes on Mondays and Wednesdays, 4-hour lab on Tuesdays, followed by work study. I frequently have doctor's appointments, Braille group, assistive technology training, more doctor's appointments, orientation and mobility. I also have extracurriculars. I am on a couple different boards for the National Federation of the Blind. I'm also on the MSU Access Advisory Board as a student representative. I'm part of the EPIC program, I'm part of the HOPES program. I just kind of am all over the place. I don't sit still for very long. I've really learned a lot on how to advocate for myself. That's been huge, because without the ability to advocate, nothing changes. There's just not enough accurate education out there about the blind, because we're such a small population. I really like MSU. Obviously, I pretty much almost live in the science building. It's like my happy place. I have really kind of developed a sense of community here. It's just really great to be able to start learning how to create connections that are just not all about the blindness. They're just relationships. They aren't defined by any one thing.